Hi and welcome back to BIM 360 training. And so in the previous video we learned how to, as a account admin, how we able to add companies, how we are able to add members, and also new projects that are distributed to project admins to manage them. And as a project admin, we then went to add people into our project, and we also learn how to restrict or allow access to certain capabilities or features of BIM 360 platform to individuals. And now what we're going to do in this module is to create or kind of a kickstart where our document management will be. And to do that, okay, we're going to add some new folders and new files and BIM model as well into the folder. So click on this button here, go to the document management module. So you will see from time to time in different projects you will have different sets of icons here. So the reason why I have these 4 sets of icons, because I am in this project I have all these modules turned on, and sometimes you have lesser or more depending on your access within the project itself. But for storing of documents, you need to go to document management module. Okay, so inside this sample project, you will see 2 default places where you can store your documents. One is plans and one is project files. Okay, they might behave the same way, they look like they behave the same way. However, what I recommend you to do here is to put your CAD drawings and 3D BIM model into the plans folder, and other project documents to be in the project files folder. Okay, this is not only the folders that we have. Okay, there's also another reason why we have to separate them into 2 of this folder. They have different behavior behind it, which I'll explain later on. At this point in time, let's create new folders. Okay, so there's many ways you can set up your cloud platform, and what I'm going to show you might just be a way to start off or give you some ideas of how you would like to distribute your content on the platform. So to add a new folder, we start with plans. Okay, so add subfolders into plans. Click on the 3 dot when you hover above the row of plans, and you can see the first button for add subfolder. In case you want to rename, it's the second button, and if you want to upload some documents, it's the third button. Well, let's just start with adding subfolder, and I need you to follow kind of the folder that I created. Okay, the folder naming structure. Okay, that will, you can modify it in the actual project, but this is just to give you a baseline kind of idea where you can start distributing your content. And the reason why you put a number in front is because they don't have any other sorting mechanism. So if you need to have a folder that is higher up in the list, then you probably want to give it one of the smallest number. Okay, so I'm going to continue adding construction manager. I didn't give it a number, so I need to click on the dots, press rename, give it number 5 here. So you need to use numbers to kind of organize which one should appear first, because there's no other ways to sort them by. And even within these folders, you can create subfolders. So follow me as well here. Federated is where you will store a BIM model that is combined from many disciplines into one. That's why you call a federated model here. And so that's for the plans itself. Okay, we have 6 main folders, and 2 of the folders have subfolders between them. And we're going to add other files into other folders, into the project files area or space. So for the project files workspace, we have 9 folders: bid specification, contracts, photos, schedules, submittals, RFIs, transmittals, and permit sets. Okay, obviously when you start the actual project, it's not going to be totally the same, but hopefully this will let you have some head start in creating sort of an organization for documentation. And next, we're going to add we have created the folders, we're going to add the files. Okay, so there are some files that are as part of data sets that you can download from the LMS portal. Okay, and we're going to go to architecture folder. Okay, and the way you click architecture folder, you will see that it's empty, and obviously it's empty because we only created the folders. We haven't started putting in the content. So if you want to add files, you can click on this button here. Okay, upload files, and I need you to go to this for training. Oops, here BIM 360 training. Okay, there is an existing folder. We'll first start with the existing one, and if you do not have this, please go to the portal and download this set of documents or data sets for practice purposes. So existing folder. So right now we are in architecture, so we're just going to use bring in the arc file. So it's BL_2018_sample project archi. So click on open. And it will take some time. Okay, you can see here, that's the status of the upload. And press the continue button. Obviously, you can add more files at a time by using this button here. But in this folder, I only want to add the archi file. So that will be it. I'll just click on the continue button instead of the add files button. And you do not have to wait for this. It will take some time to upload your BIM model into the cloud, or any other documents. It will take some time. So what you can do is use this button here to minimize, and while it is minimized, you can proceed with any other things that you want to do, so you kind of save you time. So I'm going to go to 2.3 structural, and this is where I'm going to add the structural model. And lastly, go to 3.1 mechanical, upload files. The MEP are done in a single file. Okay, all treats were done in a single file, so we only just going to simulate by using the mechanical 3.1 folder for that. Okay, so let's check back on 2.2 if to see the file is ready. It's still not ready, and if it's not ready, actually you can click this button here. Okay, can you see here this button, publish log? You click on it, you can see the status. You can see all three of them at this point in time, whether they have finished uploading. And the reason why I can't see them in the folder is because it's kind of taking time. So archi file is ready, structural file is ready, and only the MEP might need some time. But rather than waiting here, I'm just going to check. You can see archi file. One interesting thing here is we only brought in one file. Remember, we only brought in the archi file. Why are there sheets inside this file here? Okay, and that is the reason why your BIM files or your Revit files should always go to the plans. Okay, and when you bring in a Revit file into the plans folder, BIM 360 will actually kind of create a file for each sheet. So all these are so A1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are actually sheets inside your Revit file. They are brought automatically to BIM 360 as an individual piece of a document here. Whereas if you actually use the project files workspace to upload your BIM models, then you will not see any of the sheets available here. So that's the difference between plans workspace and project file workspace. A plans workspace will give you will automatically distribute the files or to extract the files, the sheets from the Revit file itself, whereas a project file will not do it. Okay, let's try that. I'm going to since I do not have any kind of folder to do it, I'm just going to do it under bits. So bits, I'm going to upload the file again, and I'm going to upload the archi file into the bits folder as well. And I just want to let you see what happens when you upload the file into the project file workspace. So you can see the file is brought in, but there is no sheets. There is only a single piece of file. So that is the difference of behavior. If you put a Revit file inside project files, it comes as one, where people can just download it, or they can put it under the plans workspace, where they can download individual sheets that pertain to them. So this is just like Excel. You can kind of if you cannot see your information, you can kind of make this panel bigger here. Okay. And you can see the file name. All of them belongs to BR2018 sample project ARCHI file, RVT, all 1, 2, 3, 4, all 7 of them came from the ARCHI file. So to prove that the sheets were taken from the Revit file, I'm going to open Revit. And I'm going to bring the file in here. And this is the Revit file, open. And you can see here A1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same with the BIM 360, A1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheets in total. They also bring in a 3D view, and that's how the plans workspace works. And so that's all for uploading of your files. You can upload PDF files, Excel files, Word documents, BIM files, Revit files, all into this platform. And in the next video, we'll be focusing more on other topics, such as viewing the model inside BIM 360 itself. So see you in the next video.